Danielle from snoutschool.com, and I'm so excited to have you joining me for our first ever Ask Snout Q&A session. I think it's a really fun way to kind of answer your questions about veterinary social media or marketing questions and kind of put them out there, because I get a lot of good questions in my email, but then I can't really share the questions with other people, and I know that there are questions that a lot of veterinary practices have, so that's why I kind of thought it would be a good idea to answer them more publicly like this. So I have some assistance here with my with my little Brussels Griffon Archer, but I don't know how long he'll hang out. I think he's just here for the belly rubs. But without further ado, we'll get into today's questions. If you have questions for next week, you'll be able to submit them either on our Facebook group, you can email me, or you can tweet me. So our first question on my handy dandy iPhone here that looks a little like Archer, yeah. So my first question came via email, and this first question is about reviews. We're going to kind of cover reviews, Facebook ads, Facebook posts, and some things about like client retention in today's episode. So first question comes from Megan, who is an office manager, and she emailed me saying, "Hi Danielle, I'm hoping you can help me with something. My practice owner is wanting to offer a free exam in return for a 5-star review on Google+. She wants to print little business-sized cards to place near the checkout area. This sounds like it might violate a Google policy, since it states that it has to be a 5-star review. However, I can't find anything that spells it out completely. Have you ever offered a similar promotion or know if it's legal to do so?" Okay, so first and foremost, when it comes down to the absolute nitty-gritty of, you know, the legalities of what's allowed on Google, I don't want to claim to be a total expert on that, but here is kind of my 2 cents. First and foremost, I didn't see anything on Google, like Megan had mentioned, that said that this was technically wrong, but here's my opinion about offering a free exam in return for a 5-star Google review. I think that is a little bit too big of a reward, and I think it is going to just kind of sway things. First and foremost, people might be very happy with your services and might be willing to review you anyway. I think it is good to do some sort of kind of either making it easy for people to review you or offering a smaller reward than a free exam. So my number 1 tip is that Google reviews are definitely very important. So what I would do is actually sort out your client email list using your practice management software. I use Imprimed Infinity, so if you need help doing this in Imprimed Infinity, I can kind of give you some pointers. But sort out your email list and find the Gmail email addresses, because those people already have a Google account and they can easily write you a review. I would start there by just sending out an email to those clients and getting a review that way before I got into offering anything too crazy. I just think that a free exam just kind of looks like you're really desperate to get a good review and you're willing to offer, you know, your services up like that. I don't know, something about it rubs me the wrong way. So that's what I kind of think on that. Email your Gmail clients first and just try to solicit some reviews. You know, doing that quarterly is a great way to easily get some reviews. Okay. Now, second question was over on our new Facebook group. If you aren't a member of the new Snout School Facebook group, you can join by just going to snoutschool.com/group, and it will move you right on over to the new page. Or you can just search veterinary social media on Facebook in that top little bar, and the group should come up. So in the group, we got questions from Dr. Anna Coffin asked, "I've been thinking about adding an app or some type of loyalty program. Any suggestions or comments?" Archer, what do you think about loyalty cards and apps? So I wish I was at my practice today because I can't show you an example, but we do have a loyalty card that has Archer's face on it. We have loyalty cards through Rethink Loyalty. If you just go to rethinkloyalty.com, they have loyalty cards where your clients basically pay a membership. It's about, like for us, we did $75 for the year. And when they pay that membership, they're going to get 2 exams loaded on their card, and they're also going to start getting 5% back on their card each time they spend money at your practice. And then they can use that money that loads up on their card toward future services. So that's a really cool loyalty program that we just recently launched at my practice over the summer. If that is something that you are interested in, I am working with Rethink Loyalty on a webinar that will be coming up soon, so keep an eye out for an announcement on that. She also, Anna mentioned here, either adding an app or a loyalty program. The app that I recommend is from the Vet app. We have that for my practice. You're able to send push notifications. It has a really fun little, like a little photo editing featured on it that allows people to kind of send your practice photos, so that's fun. So I would check those out. I'll link all of this stuff up because it's going to probably end up being a lot of things that I'm referencing. I'll link everything up at snoutschool.com/1, just the number 1, snoutschool.com/1, or if you're watching this directly on YouTube, I'll put some stuff down in just in the details. But yeah, so Rethink Loyalty and the Vet app are 2 great options, Anna. All right, now I have another question on the Facebook group from Nikki. And Nikki is asking, this is a really good question, I get this one a lot. Nikki is asking, how do you get your employer to see the benefit of spending a little bit of money on Facebook ads? Now, Nikki, when I talk about Facebook ads, I like to do the unpublished or dark post ads, the kind that you don't post directly to your page and just boost a post. I'm talking about actually structuring ads in what's called the Power Editor. There is a course on this on snoutschool.com. So again, snoutschool.com/1, you'll get all the details from today's video and you'll be able to kind of get some details on that course. So in terms of convincing your employer, it can be a little interesting, it seems. This is how I would kind of go about it. Instead of talking about doing Facebook ads, because I know a lot of veterinarians are opposed to ads, if you want to frame it instead as doing reminders on Facebook, because the ads that I run on Facebook, I target them to my email list, so my clients, and I link over to where they can book an appointment. So it's just kind of like a reminder card in their feed when they're scanning through. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about whatsoever, I will, again, over on the Snout School website, put some links to some examples of the ads that I've run for either my practice or some other practices. So it's not something super salesy, it's just kind of marketing to your own clients and reminding them to book that appointment, because maybe they got your email and they forgot, or maybe, you know, they have that postcard hanging on their fridge but they just haven't utilized it yet. So really, you know, it's kind of a long answer to this question because it's complicated, it depends on your employer, but I would generally approach it as being a new way to remind your clients to book an appointment. Because, you know, just making sure you're getting pets in for that annual care, it's just an amazing way to utilize ads. All right, so got one more question, a little bit of a drum roll, right, Archer? One more question here that came through on Twitter, and let's see, click over here, very official here with my iPhone. All right, so at G Dr. Carlos, he asked me here, hi Danielle, is it okay to upload a practices video to our Facebook fan page? How long of a video would be nice? So, all right, so with Facebook right now, if you upload video directly to Facebook, so not like linking a YouTube video or linking something like that, if you upload video directly to Facebook right now, and I mean, this is this advice could be wrong in like 2 days because Facebook changes constantly. But if you upload a Facebook video right now, it is a really good way to get amazing reach on your Facebook posts. So if you're trying to make sure, you know, you're reaching as many of your clients and people in your area as possible, video just seems to get better reach. I've been using an app called Hyperlapse. It's kind of a app that was created to make little short videos for Instagram or for Facebook. I've been using that and uploading it. I'll link that over on the Snout School site, where I'll put a link to the app that I use, and then I'll show an example of what I've posted, because that's been a really, really cool way to increase our reach. I know right now when I go through my personal Facebook feed, almost everything I see is a video. So videos are great. In terms of length, see, now what I've been posting is basically, it's more of just like a moving picture than a video. I guess that's by definition what a video is, but there's no sound because I use the Hyperlapse app. So length could just be a couple of seconds. It's just that it is a movie, like a .mov format that's helping Facebook to give me more reach. So I would keep it pretty short in general, and just realize that it doesn't even have to be like what's happening right now where I'm talking for like 10 minutes. That's not what you have to post on your Facebook. You can just post something that's as simple as a video of a patient in your waiting room, you know, eating some treats. I have an example of that I'll post that did really, really well, just because video seems to be doing better than just images on Facebook right now. So definitely get into video, even if it's just uploading something simply from an iPhone or iPad, and I'll link up some of the apps that I like for that. But yeah, so thank you so much for your questions. I wanted to kind of get into this because I want to get to kind of know you guys a little bit better and be able to have two-way conversations. This is exactly what I do when I do coaching one-on-one with the Snout School members. So I like to have these kind of interactions, and I like meeting people in real life. So if you are going to the CVC in San Diego, I will be there, and I'm also speaking at the NAVC this year in Orlando. I'm speaking at the CAPC Symposium about the power of preventing parasites through social media. So check that out if you're going to be at the NAVC or if you're going to be at the CVC. Definitely just make sure you reach out to me, and I'll see you there. All right, so questions for next week, make sure you keep an eye out on the Facebook group, or send them over on Twitter or shoot me an email, and I'll be sure to answer your questions next Monday. Thanks, guys.